Hey folks, moving on to 7.3. I think I made a little note about 7.2. I said there was more to it, but there wasn't. There's just some rational or some function stuff. It's easy, you'll figure it out. But anyhow, 7.3. 7.3 is not bad. Here's the main idea. 2/3, I'm just making stuff up, divided by 5/7. A fraction over a fraction. So fractions within fractions is called complex fractions. But it's easy, right? Isn't this just 2/3 divided by 5/7? So don't we just say this is 2/3 divided by 5/7? And don't we just say that's 2/3 times reciprocal, 7/5? Does anything reduce? No. Okay, multiply straight across, 14 over 15. Boom, done. So when they write it like this, you're like, oh, okay, so I guess it's one step away from this, which is one step away from this, which I'm familiar with. Okay, so that's all. So let's try 152. 152. Let's see. We have 3b over b minus 5. Okay, I had to make the page larger so I could see it. All over b squared over b squared minus 25. So that is 3b over b minus 5 divided by that, which is multiplied by reciprocal. So flip it over, right? b squared minus 25 over b squared. I'm running out of room. Let's go back in time. Maybe I should write that extra step for you. How does this look? Darker piece of paper might work. Okay, so here's the problem right here, 152. And then so this is just 3b over b minus 5 divided by this thing, b squared over b squared minus 25. That's this part I left out, which is 3b, because I was lazy, 3b over b minus 5 times the reciprocal, b squared minus 25 over b squared. Okay, so now we're back at, see how I jumped. I basically skipped this step. I went straight here. I feel like you can handle that. Okay, this was problem 152. We're still working on it. Let's see. So, I wish I would have left more room. B squared minus 25, that's difference of squares, so that's b plus 5 and b minus 5. And so the b minus 5 and the b minus 5 cancel. There's a b and a b squared, so this b and one of those go away. So what's left over? Upstairs there's a 3, there's a b plus 5, and downstairs there's a b. Ta-da! Easy peasy. So you see how we brought everything back to 7.1. So it's just a couple extra steps, and then it goes back to 7.1, which we're familiar with. So conceptually, we should be fine. They just keep making the problems a little bit uglier. Oh, God. 156. They warm us up. Focus. Is it out of focus? Okay, 156. 1/2 plus 3/4 divided by 3/5 plus 7/10. So just focus on the top. You got to get the top. Notice how the whole game worked. Going back to the very beginning. This example that made sense. You need a single fraction over a single fraction to turn it into division, to turn it into multiplication. Single fraction over a single fraction. Oh, they didn't give us a single fraction. Okay, let's focus just on the top, make it a single fraction. Okay, common denominator is 4. So multiply by 2 and 2. Right, that's a 4 now. 2 plus 3 is 5 over 4. So that's our new top. And then the bottom, 5 and 10, we need a 2 and a 2. 6, multiply 6 plus 7 is 13. single fraction over single fraction, so that's 5/4 divided by 13/10, which is 5/4 times reciprocal, 10/13. Does anything reduce? Nope. So the top becomes 50. 4 times 13 is 52. Oh, so I guess the 10 and 4 reduced. Okay, so they're both even. Divide by 2. 2 goes in here, 25. 2 goes in here, 26. OMGs. 25 over 26. Okay, so this is the concept with numbers. Hopefully that makes sense. So let's do number 160, where they don't use numbers, but instead letters. 160. 160. 1 over P plus P over Q all over Q over P minus 1 over Q. 160, 1 over P plus P over Q, Q over P minus 1 over Q. Okay, so focus just on the top. We need a common denominator. Oh, PQ, so it's going to be PQ. So this needs a Q. This needs a P. Multiply by P, make it a P squared. Okay, so the top becomes, I'm going to call it P squared plus Q, because I like having the higher exponent first, right? P squared plus Q, same thing. And on bottom, PQ, QP, same thing, PQ. Okay, now let's focus just on the bottom. Okay, what do we got there? This guy needs a Q, so multiply by Q, make that square. This guy needs a P, multiply by P. Okay, so what do we have? Q squared minus P all over PQ. So far so good? Excellent. So this divided by this. Let me show you a fancy trick right now. Keep this in mind for 1 second. So let me rewrite what's going on here. So this is P squared plus Q over PQ divided by this. Do you care if I just switch writing that and then just multiply by reciprocal times reciprocal? So I skipped a step, but you're cool with that. Q squared minus P. Oh, the PQs cancel. And what are we left with? P squared plus Q all over Q squared minus P. Does anything factor out? No. Does anything factor out? No. Okay, so it's done. So here's the fancy trick. When you're looking at this, you see how there's a PQ in bottom? There's a PQ in bottom. Oh, and see this answer? Boom, we're done. Ta-da! So it's just this over this. See? That's my fancy trick. Okay, does that always work? No, but I mean yes. But will they always match up? No. But if they do, you can do that trick. 164. Y minus 2y over y minus 4 all over 2 over y minus 4 plus 2 over y plus 4. Okay, so I'm going to focus just on the top. Ooh, put a little 1 underneath the y. Okay, so now I see that the common denominator is y minus 4. So this guy needs a y minus 4, y minus 4. So that's going to give me a y squared minus 4y minus 2y. That's a y squared minus 4y minus 2y minus 6y all over this y minus 4. Pause, make sure you're cool with this. All over. Now let's just focus on the bottom. So this guy on bottom, it needs a y plus 4. And this one needs a y minus 4. So that's going to give me a 2y plus 8. And this is a 2y minus 8. The 8's cancel. 2y and 2y is a 4y over a y minus 4 common denominator y plus 4. Okay. So now It's this divided by this. So let's see if you're cool with this. I'm going to say, oh, this factors, by the way, that's a y minus 6. So this top fraction is just y minus 6 all over y minus 4. Divided by this is the same thing as multiplied by reciprocal times, so y minus 4. Whoops, I was supposed to flip it. OMGs. Y minus 4, y plus 4. Maybe I should show my work. So divided by this is multiplied by the reciprocal. 4y. Okay, pause for a second. Are you cool with how we went from this this fraction over this fraction is just the top fraction multiplied by the reciprocal. Pause, make sure you're cool with this. Okay, and now the fun part. Y minus 4 on bottom, y minus 4 on top. Bye-bye. A y on bottom, y on top. Bye-bye. So what's left over? I see a y minus 6. I see a y plus 4. And a 4. Ta-da! That's it. Using LCD. Let's see. They do all kinds of tricks. Yeah, so there's some tricks, but I think this approach we went through is pretty good. I will try 194, 192. What looks uglier? Same. Now they're all about the same. Yeah. Let's just do 194. Y over y plus 3 all over 2 plus 1 over y minus 3. Okay, 194. So I'm going to put a 1 underneath the 2. And let's see. The top, well, that's good. It's fine. The bottom, I need a common denominator of y minus 3. So let me put a y minus 3 and a y minus 3, right? Because the top was a single fraction, so it's fine. So downstairs, what do we have? There's a 2y minus 6 plus 1, so that's a 2y. 2y minus 6 plus 1, 2y minus 5. All over that y minus 3. 2y minus 6 plus 1. I expanded this out. Give me that. I'm always writing on top, showing my work. That. Okay, that, and then the top we said was good to go. Okay, so this divided by this is just this times the reciprocal, so flip it over, y minus 3 over 2y minus 5. Anything cancel? No. Okay, so we're done. So that's basically it. The book would probably put these all in, write it on one line, y minus 3, y plus 3, 2y minus 5. Ta-da! Easy peasy. Okay, and that's 7-3.